lock stuff going on. So I'm paying attention. I promise.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We'll let people trickle in here. We're going to start with obviously the power rankings, and me and Zoe's already bugging about some of them. So this is really what I wanted to have go on. Like, obviously, we'll talk through it a little bit. This and the mock draft. We'll get some people in here. I got the wheel of names over here. We'll do. Everybody that comments will add their name in here. Do a little giveaway probably towards the end, but have a little fun. Get some money rolling around. What's up, Rusty? What's going on? That's not Rusty. That's Dev. This is the man you need to talk to, so.
Yeah, I messaged him. I gotta finish talking to him about it. Of course, I just busy myself with stuff. Unfortunately, the NBA season is my busy. Like for what you do for the WNBA, I do for the NBA. So
yeah,
it's very busy.
I get it. This year for WNBA is going to be nuts for me. So I'm kind of like stepping back and really like enjoying everything. Like telling my girlfriend like how much I'm going to miss her during the WNBA season and like how little time we're going to have together. But I mean, it is what it is. She understands. Like this is where the money's made. I'm going to grind this season harder than I ever have. Like I can't wait for it. But I guess we'll just jump right in. I mean, there's no better way with these power rankings. Obviously, like there hasn't been any big news this week. I did these rankings at the first of the week, right after we got the Errol Atkins traded to the Chicago Sky News. We'll talk about that because there is a lot to talk about there.
Still shocked about that because it's just
I can't believe Chicago gave up that much. I really can't. I understand they're kind of backed into a corner, kind of. It's tough, but that's a lot to give up for Errol Atkins. They're giving up swap rights in the 27 draft. That's just going to be absurdly loaded. Like
the Twins come out in the 27, 28.
Yep. Yeah, 20, Twins. 27 first swap. That's Juju and Hannah Hidalgo and all them. Like that class is going to be loaded. It's going to be crazy. Yeah,
unless I think that they'll be.
It's tough. Like the Sky have just traded so many picks. Yeah, they get the swap rights with the Sun this next year, but like the Sun are like their team. If they don't grant Mabry a trade, like they don't look terrible. Like they're going to win some games just because they're going to have Mabry, they're going to have Cloud, like they're going to have talent. So
yeah. They're ranked 11 for a reason. I would actually put them.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not going to.
The Sun, that whole thing with not granting Mabry the trade though too, that was that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, they're going to end up moving her. Like she will be such a fracture to their locker room if they don't move her. Like
I mean, all she got to do. Go out there and do exactly what Enrique has said. If someone denied my trade, I'm shooting bricks. I'm jacking everything. No, I'm jacking from over half court. I don't even care. You ain't gonna trade me? Okay.
Don't. What's good, Luke? What's good? Glad to see you catch one. I mean, this is not that hot of a take in my opinion. Like for me, these bottom three teams, I think the Valkyrie are going to be pretty solid. Like we're going to talk about my mock draft here in a little bit. I do have a trade with them moving up a spot. But like I think the Valkyrie are going to be fun. I think they're going to be fun.
I mean, they're going to be. I'm not going to consider them like the poster child for the WNBA, but it's going to be a lot of eyes on them just because it is the new team. And they're trying to expand again next year.
Yeah.
And it's actually, from what it looks like from stuff I've seen, expansion expected for like the next 3 years because they're trying to
Yeah.
constantly bring in new
Yep.
teams over the
Yep.
next 3 years. So this is kind of going to be a really good test.
Yep.
I mean, we know how WB is,
I like what they've done. Like they're building an international team. Like, and obviously, like bringing in Tiffany Hayes, she got a huge price increase. She's going to be their number one.
If
Like if she can stay healthy, that's the big thing.
That those knees are old for a reason. They old.
I'm really hoping like opening night, like people don't realize like they're on opening night, like they're playing the Sparks opening night. That's the late game. That's the late night hammer. If Tiffany Hayes is 7K, we're going to be firing up some Tiffany Hayes because she's going to take 15 shots a game. And she showed last year she has a massive ceiling, even when she's playing with Asia Wilson and everyone on the Aces. So, this is also a worry. She's fallen like 45 times a game.
Yeah. So
future cities, I know Toronto Tempo is 26. That's gross. That's such a terrible name. Then what was the next city that they announced?
Hold on, wait a minute.
I don't think I'm trying to think. I'll know it when you say it, but I can't. It's just blanking. Toronto. What?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that. All right, so I was wrong there. Yeah. Yep. This right here. All right. So on these power rankings, I gave the Liberty the 1 just out of respect for them winning the title last year. Obviously, team didn't change very much. It may hurt them, like them not willing to part with Leonie Fibich or the number 7 overall pick. I think that trade probably nets them Satu Sabali, and they didn't want to make that deal, so they're going to have to live with that. No Sabali sisters in New York. I think this team just gels, obviously, like with the Aces when we saw, like, when they built their super team. The first year they were together, they didn't really click that well. The second year they won. The third year they won. Then this last year, they kind of exploded. I think the Liberty are going to be just as good as they were last year. Sabrina's going to go back to playing the 1. You're going to see more of Fibich out there. I think that's the main reason why they didn't want to trade Fibich.
That's what I was about to say. They realized that they don't need Sloot to be there to facilitate and operate the offense, because the time that Sloot missed and Sabrina was back to de facto number 1, it reminded us of, oh shoot, that's right. Sabrina is technically a 1. She can go out there and facilitate, set it up. That the 1-2 between her and Stewie was just not even just her and Stewie, her and JJ, because you do have a very good playmaking big right there in JJ herself too. Like phenomenal right there. So you didn't need Sloot still.
I remember it was the Queen of the Court contest. It was the night that it was the last slate before the first half ended, and it was on my birthday. And there was the whole big deal that Stewie was questionable, and I told everyone, like, she has no reason to play. There's no, like, I loaded up on Sabrina and JJ. Obviously didn't work out the best because obviously JJ just shit down her leg. But Sabrina crushed. Like that, you're just going to run into that with JJ. I mean, she's going to pop off or she's going to fall apart. It just is what it is. But I think with them getting Gardner, like, she's going to be back. Hopefully, she's healthy. She's a little older, but she's a great defender. I mean, what happens if Marine Johannes decides, like, yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, that would be great.
Liberty have
we didn't even see her. Yeah, we didn't see her at all
last year. Would just give them extra depth on the bench. But we did kind of hint at this right before we went live. The Lynx at 2, I flirted with putting them at 1. I don't know who's been watching Unrivaled or who hasn't. Nafisa Collier
feel on a different level. And she keeps talking about it too.
Different. She keeps
talking about it. Yep.
She is different. And if she comes with this same energy, there's not a player on the planet that's going to be better than her. Not even Asia Wilson.
I mean, the big thing too to also remember was that we got to see a portion of the season of her coming back after giving birth. Last season was technically like
Our first
fully
real season back.
like real season actually being back. And before she even got pregnant and everything, it was like we were starting to see what Fee it was gonna be.
Yeah.
So now you are actually unless she gets pregnant again or something happens, now you're going to truly see the MVP. She take her for MVP odds, honestly, but just the MVP level that she should be playing at this season. You know, that taste right there. Because I mean, Minnesota's defense was top notch, top of the league last year, up there with the Suns and everything. The offense also clicked. It was just a really great gelling team, and we didn't even get to see the breakout year, which me and you were talking about in regards to God, what was her name? Second year player. She got injured earlier to start the season.
Diamond.
Was it
Diamond and Dorka?
It was Diamond. Well, both of them ended up being injured. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't even get to see the production from Diamond that we thought we would have seen the jump. And because we were very high on that, saying like, you know, this could be a season where we actually see it, getting to see her play out there with Fee, everything. We didn't actually get to see that transpire and happen. So if maybe Diamond can still make that jump, and if she can make it happen, that'll be great. But just another year with that whole team being together.
Yeah,
the young ones actually getting that experience and everything of being in the playoffs that far to the finals and everything. It's gonna be a whole different level.
And we like, does Jessica Shepard post? Does she come back and play this year?
Yep.
I talked about this.
I thought she was
the last stream. No, she stayed overseas last year. I talked about it last stream. Like, hammer, if you get odds for MVP, if you can bet it, and Nafisa Collier has the third best odds, hammer it. She's worth it. She's just in incredible shape. She's gonna play 36 minutes a night, like, and she wants it more than anyone right now. So it wouldn't shock me if they win. Like, they didn't make any big additions this offseason, but they're bringing everyone back. They're going to run it back. I think if Shepard does return, it's going to help Alana Smith a little bit. Maybe it'll hurt her DFS-wise, but help her in real life, just because Alana can't bang down low all season, all postseason. She's not built for that. She's more of a stretch 4 than play the 5 every night. This is not what you should be asking Alana Smith to do.
And I mean, she was breaking down towards the end of the season. Yeah. We did see it with her missing some of the time, constant knee injuries and stuff towards the end of the season, and then trying to play through it in the playoffs. That definitely was something for him right there with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like this next little run here was really hard for me. Like, obviously, like the aces at 3. I mean, it's Asia Wilson. It's really hard to bet against Asia Wilson. I do think they got better with the Jewel Lloyd for Kelsey Plum swap. I do think it will help them. I worry about their bench. I am really excited for Elizabeth Kitley. She was injured all last year. I think she's going to play. Maybe it'll keep Kia Stokes off the floor. But no, Alicia Clark.
Kia Stokes off the court, man.
No,
I would be fine if they went and got Liz Cambage out of retirement and brought her to play over putting Kia Stokes back out there, man. Please don't do that no more.
My worry is losing Alicia Clark, losing Tiffany Hayes, losing those 2 proven vets that played huge minutes for them.
Oh, wait! You're forgetting one of the most important ones over there.
Oh,
you're forgetting the best vet that they had,
Sydney Colson.
Exactly. Like, you can't forget that. You cannot forget
they lost the vibes. They lost the vibes.
Maybe they might be more serious though now this season. So,
but like, I like the Dana Evans pickup. They didn't give up much for. I think she's going to play better with Vegas, with that structure that's going to be better on that team. I like the pickup of Tiffany Mitchell, but I don't know how much you can really ask of her. But like this team, relative like to their rankings right now, I could see them making the finals. I could also see this team being a first round exit.
You said they also lost Martin too, right?
Yeah, Martin went to the Valks.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. So
they have their bench.
They have no bench.
Yeah. I mean, it's Dana Evans, Tiffany Mitchell, and then Elizabeth Kitley. because they brought in Cheyenne Parker to play with Asia. So now Asia can play the 4 like she likes. But like this was really hard for me because I'm really high on the Fever. The team that they have, they're loaded. Stephanie White,
everybody's high on the Fever. Everybody's high on the Fever, man. They're the poster child right now. It's okay.
But the team that I want to talk about is this one. Is the Seattle Storm. They're my dark horse. I bet them.
Now I agree. I actually think you should have Seattle up there above the Indiana Fever.
See, I thought about it, but I didn't.
They should be.
My thing with the Storm is they are so deep. Like they brought Alicia Clark back. They brought Katie Lou Samuelson back.
Yep.
They've got so much depth. They're like losing Jordan Horston hurts. They already lost Nika Mule. But this team is.
I know you did not just say that. I know you did not just say that. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. She didn't do anything.
I like Horston. And
no, I'm talking about Nika. Nika didn't do anything.
Oh no, like she just got hurt. Like obviously, like she didn't play. This right here though, Lee's gonna pop for this thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because now you got Easy, you got not Easy, you got Ezzy, and you got Lee Yuri over there.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be awesome. NECA's back.
Yeah, and you got they are very, very deep. I did forget about that. But and you got Gabby Williams already. We already know Gabby's playing this year.
Yeah.
So we don't even have to worry or wonder it. She's locked in. And then you're right. Getting Clark to come back. That's big. I really do. Now I'm gonna defend it.
They're gonna draft Olivia Miles.
I don't think that Skylar Diggins-Smith was the issue and problem over there. Nope. I just think that Jewel Lloyd just wanted to still be the top dog, was what it was.
I think Jewel just wanted to take 20 shots a game like she had been. And when they brought in SDS, they brought in NECA, they brought in a lot of people that need the ball too. And
and they arguably played way better than we talked about it continuously throughout the season. Was just like the consistency from Lloyd is just not there. We're waiting for the 3 ball to fall. We're waiting for the ball to fall. But we're constantly sitting here rostering Skylar Diggins-Smith instead. We're still rostering Neko Gumike instead, just because they and Ezzy, not Ezzy, and Magagor, because they were all playing way better, and yet you still had Lloyd priced up at 9K, 9.2 for what? Wasn't paying it off.
She's gonna feel exactly what Kelsey Plum did for the Aces. She's gonna shoot the ball a lot. But she's going to be purely scoring dependent. That's it. Like she's not going to offer. She's not going to offer any peripheral upside, like she didn't the last year with the Storm. She had no peripheral upside. You'd catch games where she'd get like 6 or 7 rebounds, and it was like just completely random. Like nobody expected it. It was just weird. But I do think this team has like big upset potential. Especially what they do with the number 2 pick. I mean, there's a lot of people that think that number 1, Olivia Miles is going to go number 1.
Why would we take Olivia Miles?
There's people that think Olivia Miles is going 1 and Paige is going to end up in Seattle.
No.
See, I don't believe it, but I just keep reading it.
No, Paige is going number 1. There's no way that we're sitting there. We're going to take Olivia Miles over Paige.
We're going to talk Chicago in a minute.
No.
And then after Seattle, like I think these next 3 are like pretty interchangeable. I think depending on Cameron Brink's health, if she's healthy coming into the season, I think the Sparks could be pretty solid. It just depends. Like I expect Phoenix to be the best of this bunch of this 3, but I could see the Sparks having a really big run. Rakia's looked really good and unrivaled. She looks to be. She was pro ready coming into the draft last year. The Dream got better, worried about their floor spacing a little bit, but they should be solid. And then Phoenix, I mean, anytime a team adds Alyssa Thomas and Satu Sabali, like your team got a lot better.
So let me argue with you real quick on your rankings that you got to 1 through 7, since we're already getting ready to go over to the 8 through 9 that you got right there.
All right, let's see.
Now, again, I told you, number one, I would have had the links, just because, like I told you in pre-stream, New York Liberty, you're coming, you did it. You finally did it. You're coming off that high. You're coming off that wave. The team's shaking up just a little bit. You might not be as locked in and focused. You've already done it. You've gotten to the end of the road. You made it. So I wouldn't have them at number one. I would definitely have it as the Lynx. Got punched in the mouth last year. They're going to try to get back. Number two, I still don't have the Liberty. Well, who else got punched in the face? The Aces. Now, with the moves that they made, I had said it time and time again. Kelsey Plum was a liability for that team continuously. I knew she was going to be gone in the offseason just because she did nothing on the defensive side of the ball for them at all whatsoever, and just jacked up a whole bunch of shots. Half of the time, they were not good shots. Would throw out the rhythm and flow of the offense. You seen it coming. The writing was on the wall. Then I would actually put the New York Liberty at number 3. That's where I would have them at. Number 4 would have to be the Seattle Storm for me, just from the moves, the depths, everything that they have. They are definitely a team I see making the run because they have everything. They look like, to me, like New York Liberty from last year. The depth that they actually have, you're not going to have to rely too much on your main stars and the vets that you have out there. You're actually balanced for once. Number 5, not the Indiana Fever still. That's where I'm going to put the Phoenix Mercury. You got two big key pieces over there in Satu Sabali and Satu, and who else did they get?
AT.
Yeah, Alyssa Thomas. That right there is, granted, we haven't seen what it's going to look like, but to pair that up with Copper, to pair that up with, they still got Cloud, right?
No, Cloud got traded to Connecticut.
Cloud got traded. Okay, but to pair that up with Copper, granted, you did lose Brittany Griner, but when you got Alyssa Thomas, do you really need Brittany Griner to still be there? No.
You're going to have Kalani.
Exactly. So you're going to have you got dogs. You got dogs. And in the WNBA, you got to have some dogs. At number 6, that's where I can actually go ahead and put the Indiana Fever. Simply because I don't like the Atlanta Dream. Never have. And I still won't. I'm sorry. Ryan Howard just takes too many crazy shots sometimes. And yes, they finally fired Tanisha Wright, but you still got to give me a proven coach that can actually coach them and get them to where they need to be. I just haven't seen it yet for the Dream. They just are a blunder. But the Fever, they still got to prove it. You're relying way too heavy on Caitlin Clark, the driving Caitlin Clark. This is not me being a hater. Caitlin Clark is an amazing player. Great. What we saw her do last year, that was cool. That was amazing. Now let's see her make the next step, because as good as what she is by herself, I got to see Boston make the step. I got to see what else you can get out of everyone else over there. And yes, you got Mitch to come back. That's the good 1-2 punch that you got right there. You got some more solid vets to actually come in over here on the team. You got the vibes coming to you now with Sydney Colson coming over there. But I got to see it all be put together. I got to see it all be put together first before I can truly say, yeah, the Fever, they're contending. Are they going to make the playoffs? Yes, they're going to make the playoffs. But are they going to make to the second round? They're going to make a deeper run? I don't know. Just I couldn't say that. And then the Dream, I mean, it's the Dream. I don't know. It's the Dream. Honestly, you could put the Dream below the. You could have put the Dream below the You could put the Dream below the Sparks. Honestly,
you think?
If we're being honest,
you think?
I mean, the Spark. So the Sparks all depend on the health, and if they actually, I got to see how Rakia looks out there playing with Kelsey Plum. I got to see if that actually is going to work, because defensive wise, I do think Rakia and Brink can help with the lack of defense that Plum brings, especially whenever she gets beat, gets blown by, things like that. But we got to see Brent coming back from the injury that she had, see her actually be healthy, playing. How's that going to look? Is it going to be like some still weird long season rehab type thing or whatnot? So that's why it's something there. I think that would be interchangeable. You might be able to drop the Sparks all the way down to 10, technically, underneath the Sky and underneath Dallas and everyone else. It's going to depend on the health that they got over there. And Brink is a big part of that for it,
Yep. So I do agree with this. I think they're going to be really cautious with Brink. I don't think she's going to start the season. I imagine they're gonna, and her minutes will be lowered just because they're just gonna be safe with her. There's no reason to rush it. But I completely agree with this. Like, I don't know if Stewie should be playing this offseason.
Stewie should have took a break. There was no reason
Yeah.
for her. I understand face of the league, maybe play opening night, but then after
And
that,
then,
do like what you see several other people do. I'm out. I got other obligations and stuff I got to do. No reason. I mean, shoot, do exactly what she did in the damn 1v1. You can't tell me that Stewie tried in that 1v1. Stewie did not try. Stewie didn't even give a damn about that 1v1, man. She did not try. I'm the face of the league. What the heck I got to try in this thing? No. Now, granted, I'm gonna give it to Aaliyah. She fucking cooked.
Oh, she cooked her.
She cooked. But Stewie didn't try.
No,
Stewie didn't try at all.
Chicago will be between 5 and 8.
I can see. I mean,
it's all going to depend on health with that team too. Like, I think Sloot is going to be awesome for that team. I think Ariel Atkins is going to be awesome for that team. Another year of Reese and Cardosa. Like,
did Cardosa make it back to the States yet?
Not yet. No.
So yeah, that definitely. I wish that Cardosa didn't have to go play overseas, but definitely I understand the development for her with having to go ahead and do that. That really does suck, the situation that she's kind of trapped and stuck in with that right there. But man, if she could have just stayed stateside and played in Unrivaled too, because Reese is getting a lot of mentorship, with doing this right here. And if Cardosa was actually there to be with her doing it, I think that would have paid more dividends for them, just like chemistry wise and everything that she's even getting right now, playing with some of the other, players out there in the league right now. Like, it's just missed opportunity a little bit to me.
But I think Reese is just going to explode next year. I really do.
She developed a jump shot. But we're going to believe the jump shot is real.
Seattle's still missing the 2, and Horston's a big loss. I think Horston off the bench is a big blow. I do think they've recovered from it, like with Alicia Clark, with Katie Lou Samuelson. And then, like, I expect them to draft a guard at pick 2. Don't know if they'll start. They may go Gabby at the 2 and start Alicia Clark. I could see that, and then bring who we'll see here in a minute when we look at the mock draft. But I imagine it's Olivia Miles that they draft at pick 2. She can easily play the 2, or they could have Skylar play the 2, even though Skylar will want the ball. But I do think Horston is a loss. She's a good defender. She's long and lanky, but they've got plenty of defense on that team. I do think they'll be fine there. This is definitely a hashtag I need to be using.
No.
Ryan or die.
No. All right, and when y'all sitting there watching Ryan,
this is something that could be real. I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to be completely unplayable in DFS this year. Personally, she's not going to take 17 shots a game, and she offers no upside besides scoring. And if she's not scoring 20 plus points a game, it's going to be really hard for me to get there with her, because Bonner's going to take shots. Natasha Howard's going to take shots. Caitlin Clark's going to get her shots. She's also going to get the team involved, but this is the big question for the Fever.
I think when you look at it in that direction, that's what I'm saying. We got to see how they can actually gel right there. That's why I said they got the pieces, but I can't believe in them yet. It's gonna depend on, are these vets going to take a step back and push these young ones, let Boston continue to develop and become what she should be out there, hold them accountable, let Clark still flow and run the offense. And of course, Kelsey Mitchell's not going to have all the shots like what she had before, because you still got to let Bonner go ahead and jack up her crazy threes and have a hot game. You got Natasha Howard. She's going to have to, of course, get her in the post type plays and stuff like that. True. But I mean, they got the right coach. I will give them that. They got the right coach to be able to handle
point guard
and deal with that type of players. And of course, Bonner, I don't think that should be an issue. She's used to her same coach, so on and so forth. So it should be.
I think Nat is the perfect mentor for AB. I think it's going to work out perfect for those two. I just hope Nat can stay healthy. It's been an issue these past couple years. I mean, she's getting older. She's been around forever. This was the head scratcher after Atlanta signed Bree Jones. Obviously, everyone was burning up all their money that they had on these 1-year deals before the new CBA takes over. BG and Bree Jones does not mesh well. I imagine they're both going to start, but I imagine the minutes get staggered pretty heavily where both of them are on the court very often together, just because neither of them can play the 4.
No. Grindr said that she's going to be the 4, man. You see that? She's knocking down threes now.
Oh, yeah.
With that crazy behind.
Yeah. I'm out. I'm out.
My God, that shot.
My main deal with the Sky is for their 3, Rebecca Allen been injured, has a lot of injury history.
Always injured.
Yeah, she's awesome when she plays. Then we have Ariel Atkins missed a lot of games last year, but she's not injury prone.
No.
Obviously you got Sloot getting older. Hopefully everything's good with her. Obviously her mom passed last year. That took a toll on her last season, but it's really just Elizabeth Williams. How will she react after the season-ending injury? Obviously, she's been playing this offseason and playing well. I just worry about them. The middle pack of these teams. I could see the Sky being better than the Wings. I could see the Sparks not really gelling that good. Maybe the Sky get up to the 8 seed. The Sky have the potential to easily be in the playoffs for sure. I know Zoe's got to talk about his Wings here in a minute, but we'll get caught up on all these.
No, I'm sorry. I just seen that Chet got injured again. Oh my God. It's an ankle roll, but dang it, man.
Yeah, Reese double every game. You can already plan that. Cardoso should be getting better. I do love Ariel Atkins on this Sky team. I love the pickup. I just think they gave up a little bit too much, but I mean they didn't really have a choice. They had to have a shooting guard, and she was the only one that was left available. They're not going to trade for Mabry. They're not going to bring Mabry back.
Maybe it might be a cancer in the locker room or something, because I really do feel like it's her. It's got to be her, because that's crazy.
And I did hear about this, that Cardoso did get offered a contract with Unrivaled, but it was after she signed her China contract, which kind of sucks.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, she was one of the later ones, so she had already signed on. Maybe they can get her there next year so she don't have to go overseas again, even though good old Kennedy Carter is absolutely nuking over there. Yeah, I'm not playing on him.
And nobody's going to sign her still. Nobody's going to sign her.
She's going to have to sit this year, and she's going to have one more chance next year. And that's it. She's not going to get another chance. This will be the last one. Yeah, this is my worry with Olivia. This is why I think there's a possibility that she's just going to have to come off the bench, and they're just going to have a bigger 2 like Gabby or Alicia Clark. They're going to have to play the 2. Gabby can, because she's just long. She's an elite defender.
Gabby could play 1. Well, I mean, we saw when she played for the Olympics. Gabby could play 1 through 4.
But they'll mix it up, especially on defense. If they wanted to start Olivia, they would she might play the 2, but guard the 1 on defense if she's out there with Skylar Diggins-Smith. But yeah, Olivia's defense is not the best. But when she's surrounded by everyone else on that team that's just elite defenders besides maybe SDS, but I kind of agree with this as well. Yeah. I mean, she's gonna be there. I'm kind of interested to see how they run out that center rotation, between her and Cardoso.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting to figure out how they do that.
They gave her money. They gave her a decent deal.
Yep.
Yeah, Caitlin's going to go. She's going to go crazy.
We'll see. Y'all, someone else just said earlier, there's only one ball.
She's gonna be 13K.
God,
She is.
bro.
Yep.
You know what? I don't think I've seen a player that much outside of when Sylvia Fowles, of course, Asia Wilson, and shoot, I mean, we seen Stewie. Stewie has never actually hit that high for a 13K. Stewie hasn't hit that high.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she was
Yes?
13K last year.
Damn.
But it was they raised the prices. Like Asia was 13K for like 15 straight slates.
And made no damn sense.
Fee got over 13K once.
That made
Stewie
sense.
got over it once.
Didn't make sense.
I actually think Clark got close. I think she was like 12.9 at one point.
But that's the thing too with Clark. It's just like hopefully this season we're not going to have to deal with the face of the league conversation thing in regards to that, trying to make it Caitlin Clark, because you still got some very good vets in the league that are technically the face of the league. You do. You got to just promote them and actually promote them better, because you're not promoting them. You're not. You truly are not. Like I said this, I think I told you this last year. Sabrina Ionescu was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark came to the league. Like you had Caitlin Clark right there.
We talked about that. We've been talking about that. It's just like, I mean, they're pretty much the same player. In my opinion, I think Caitlin Clark's a little bit better of a passer, but I mean, they're virtually the same player in my opinion. I
hope we get them both in the competition.
This right here, you're not gonna get any disagreement from me on Ariel Atkins. She's a elite defender, and with her being able to be hopefully the number one on offense, I hope they give her 15 plus shots a game. Let her shoot it a lot and let Angel grab them boards.
I'll say this. We're gonna let Angel stat pad again. Is that what we're gonna do?
I don't care. She's an elite rebounder. Do I care if she grabs a board and then bricks the layup and beats everyone to the ball again and then makes the shot? I don't care. That's more points for me.
You got to think, if she never had that surgery on her leg, then she might have, like, that athleticism probably would have been even just. Whew.
There ain't no way the Wings are taking Malonga at 1. That is
hell
wild.
No.
That is wild.
Now, granted, unless we're gonna actually get rid of Big T, hell no.
That ain't happening. They ain't getting rid of Big T. They're keeping her forever. This is possible. It really just depends. I do think if she does get picked up, it would be something like this. If there was an injury and a team takes a chance on her. Otherwise, I think she's just going to have to sit the year. And it's crazy because this is exactly right. She's insanely talented, but she can't stay out of trouble. Like, she cannot stay from ruining a locker room.
When you get down to the comment, there's a comment that I got a comment for.
All right, well, we're catching up to him, and then we'll get Sun should pick up Carter. I mean, really,
yes. Hey, it looked like her and MM had a pretty good connection.
Yep.
So I mean, I could definitely see that.
There's teams. There's only a select few teams like the Liberty. They could take a chance on Kennedy Carter because, like, their team is close. Like, they're not going to be fractured because of a Kennedy Carter. The Lynx could take a chance on her. You look at a lot of these teams, like the Aces could, the Fever probably could, but probably wouldn't risk it. They don't have the money. The Storm probably could. They could use it too. Mercury probably could. Don't have any money. The Dream probably could, but won't. I don't think they have any money left over. Sparks won't bring her back. Dream won't bring her back because of what happened. I should have thought about that. Wings, nah. Sky, she's not going back. Sun makes a little bit of sense. Mystics, like, they're not trying to win. They should fold up shop and sell everyone. And then the Valkyrie. Why? I don't think the Valkyrie should bring her in just because, like, it's a first-year team. You don't want that cancer, but the Sun probably make the most sense. Like, she's going to win them games because she's that talented. Let's see here. We'll try and get caught up on this, and then we'll finish up the power rankings and move on to the mock draft. I do agree with this as well. I do think Clark's points go down a bit and her assists go up. I think 12 is well within reason. I
You
think
know what?
like 13.
We should definitely do a if Price Pick Price Pick does it almost every year, but we might be able to do it on the books too. Definitely do another stream where we do season averages. We
100% will.
Definitely got to do that one too. But yeah. I like that take right there. 12 assists. I can see it with this roster. I can see that.
This is interesting. Like, do you think it's not Clark's team anymore?
No, it's still Clark's team. Those vets coming in should know and understand.
It's America's team.
No, it's not. It is Caitlin Clark team. They're still going to push it. You're not going to hear Indiana Fever. You're going to hear Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. That's what you're going to hear. No.
Angels money. I'm a huge Angel fan.
Yeah.
Yep. Seattle could have gotten Carter. I just think a lot of these teams they're just not going to touch her. Like they want Carter.
You can't have two hotheads in the locker room. You can't.
Her and Skylar would legitimately kill each other.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. No.
Well, I mean, but that's the deal with Carter is like none of these teams like she's got beef with half the league. Like nobody
unless her and Courtney buried the hatchet on that spat. No, you can't put her back on.
Courtney ain't bearing the hatchet with nobody.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. No,
she holds them grudges. Yeah, this is it. Just signed Carter in a sports psychologist. I mean, she needs
a life coach.
Like I love her game. Like she is ridiculously athletic. She has so much talent. It's truly a shame that she's just a basket case. Like she just can't be trusted.
If you added Enrique's efficiency from 3 to Carter, that would just be that's the package. Right
player.
Yeah, like Enrique literally, if she would just do some of the stuff that Carter does, because they're both, I'd say, equally as fast. Like they're both the same kind of guard. Just Enrique is more efficient from shooting from 3 and not. And she won't not. I'm not gonna say that she's not. She won't use her finishing. She will not get in there and finish like she should sometimes. Instead, she'll just settle and take those crazy ass threes. Whereas Carter, she's going 110 miles an hour like that.
She's getting to the bucket.
Kennedy Carter is literally the WNBA's version of Russell Westbrook. That is that right there. That is her right there. She is.
All right, so we did talk about the Sparks a little bit with the left side of these rankings. So let's look at the bottom 5. I think the Wings can compete. I think they're like obviously they still got Enrique. She's still going to chunk. She's going to jack up shots. They're going to bring Paige Buckers in. Obviously, that's who I think they're picking.
They got to because you can't have two short guards. You can't have two short guards back there in the.
I think they would be foolish to not draft Paige Buckers. Like she's a generational talent. I know she has injury concerns. She's had multiple just awful injuries, but I just don't see a scenario where she can be passed at 1. So you put them in the backcourt together. They got Dejanay, great defender. You got Nalissa. Maybe her playing with Dejanay will work. Like unless they split up 12 times before the All-Star break. You got Big T. Maybe we'll get good Big T. Good luck. Flip a coin. Guess which one you're going to get. But this is one that was tough for me. Like the Wings in the Sky, I almost flipped it here. Just because I have more faith in the Sky a little bit. If Rebecca Allen's healthy, if Sloot can still distribute the ball like I expect her to, like I debated putting them at 9 and the Wings at 10. But I'm pretty high. Like I think the Wings have decent potential. Like if Paige comes in and plays well, I think the Sky have pretty good potential. I could see really any of these 3 between the Sparks, Wings, or the Sky make the playoffs. I really think it's just going to come down to health over the season and the second year leaps for Chicago. Like if Reese explodes like I think she's going to, I'm probably low on Chicago here.
So I'll say for my Dallas Wings, of course, I don't think we're gonna end up having to put too much on Page coming in, just because you do have legit
Oh, I
just
think they're
vets
going to
up
load
and
her down.
down the roster, and you're bringing her in there to help facilitate, because that's what Dallas has missed. That is what Dallas has needed, and we have never been able to get it. Like you've tried continuously having Enrique try to run the one, try to just do everything out there, but she's taking a toll trying to do that. You need someone that can actually help get her open. You got a dog out there on defense now in Dejanay Carrington, and if she gets hot shooting or slashing, that's going to definitely help with that intensity that she needs right there. I mean, I don't think that you had another person that was as high on the list of Smith as I was last season. Like, I really felt like they just gave her the short end of the stick automatically, but she's a good fantasy point per minute producer when she's out there, and just like those fantasy points. I know I'm using DFS terms, but that means that she's giving you some type of production when she's on the court. She's a good player. She just needs the right situation role. I really do feel like that's going to be able to excel, but we need a backup center because Big T is not playing 35 minutes a night. She's not.
Yeah,
We ain't got no center. We need a center.
And this is right. Like they have no bench.
Our bench did get gutted too. Well, no, I mean
they got Maddie.
Yeah, that's what I say. We still got Maddie, and Maddie did show us a little jump, a little bit last season. Maddie could still make a jump.
She's always going to be able to score like that. That's her thing. The problem
is rebound was playing good on defense.
Is like, what kind of defense is this team going to play? Like, you got Dejanay Carrington, who's an elite defender, and then you got a bunch of people that don't want to play defense.
Nah, don't do that. From what I've read up on our new head coach, I can't remember his name, but at least I
don't know his name.
I can't remember his name. All I know is that he has the hair like sunshine. So yeah, like that's all I can remember about the dude. But he looks like he's a defensive minded coach from everything that I've read in that in regards to about him. So I would imagine that again, that was what we thought. Yeah, that's what we thought about Trammell. That she's gonna be able to come in and teach the team how to play some defense. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I don't know if this team is gonna be able to be taught how to play defense. I think they're just gonna be like, all right, cool, we'll race you to 90.
Look, if we can beat our defensive ranking from last season, because we had the worst defensive ranking. I want to say actually in the WNBA history, we had the worst defense. So if we can at least beat that, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, last year, like that's what people don't realize. Like last year, we had the 2 worst defensive rated teams ever. Like, and nobody's talking about the Fever. Obviously, they got light years better this year, bringing in Stephanie White to be the head coach, bringing in all these players. But they were awful on defense. And the only reason nobody talks about it is because the Wings were even worse.
Yep.
We'll see. Yep. I mean, I think they're going to score a lot. I just don't know how many times they're going to stop the other team from scoring. They're going to be great for daily drafts on Underdog, game stacks. They're going to be great for DFS. Like always, it's just the Dallas Wings Fantasy Carnival. And then the bottom 3 here on the power rankings. Connecticut Sun. Like I think these 3 are going to be the bottom 3. You may flip them. Like if you think the Mystics don't move Brittany Sykes and she stays healthy,
she's got to move. There's no way. There's no way.
They need a trader. Like why is the Liberty so locked in to taking someone at the 7th overall pick? Why don't they offer the 7th overall pick to Connecticut for Mabry or Natasha Cloud, or why don't they offer it to Washington? Go get a player that can help you win. Don't get a rookie at 7 that's probably just not going to help very much.
Or another draft and stash like what they like to do.
Yeah, I mean, I would go out and get another guard. That's just me. I mean, I'm just the dude sitting here on the camera. I don't get paid to do this stuff by them. But I think these 3 are pretty interchangeable. I do think Golden State will end up being the worst just because, it depends. If Washington moves Sykes, Washington could be the worst team in the league. If they fully embrace the tank and fully gut it and just play a lot of young kids, Hopefully, Shakira Austin can stay healthy. Got to represent. But I don't know if she can. She's not proved she can yet, but she was elite when she was out on the floor this past year. I just don't know if she can stay healthy. I don't know. Like these three teams, I think Golden State's going to be fun DFS wise. I think Connecticut will win some games they probably shouldn't, and then they'll lose a lot of games because I just don't think they have a bench, and I don't think their team's going to be that good. And then Washington could lose the most games if they trade Brittany Sykes. Like they just have no depth. Losing Julie Van Loo in the expansion draft for nothing really hurts now that they traded Ariel Atkins. I just don't know where this team goes. Obviously, they have a ton of draft picks that we're going to talk about here in a minute. But what are your thoughts here on this bottom end, Zoe?
I actually think I agree with you on that. Connecticut Sun, I would like to see them. Honestly, I have no clue what the hell they're doing, what the hell they're trying to actually build, and what direction they're going, because it's very confusing in regards to what's going on over there in the Sun. Washington Mystics, I do believe that Sykes is going to be gone. I don't think that they go into the season with Sykes. There's no way, especially with the move to go ahead and trade Atkins. That to me signaled, hey, we're going into full rebuild mode. This is we're waving the flag. And it also, to me, I know we've seen one retirement come out. I think we're going to see Elena Delle Donne announce that retirement sooner or later.
Yeah, she's not coming back.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be announced sooner or later. She's going to announce that she's retired because one, I don't think there's any team that's necessarily going to trade for her. And I mean the back thing. It's always her back.
The fact that she was able to come back and play is truly
exactly that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. You are a champion. You have done so much for the league already. We don't need to see you back there. You got two great young players that should be out there getting all those minutes. Shakira Austin, she's been playing pretty well. Aaliyah Edwards definitely looks like she's going to be making the jump come next season. I'm put it into the young girls' hands. Let them do what they do. Let them develop. So the way the Washington Mystics can again be a dynamic team like what they were before.
Yeah. And I did see that New York rejected the deal for Cloud for the 7th overall pick, which is crazy. They also were in on who else? Who else were they trying to get with the 7th overall? I can't remember. Maybe it was just Cloud. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know if they're going to be able to move both. I do think one gets moved. See, I thought Mabry would fit really well with Seattle, but I don't think Seattle's going to part with the number 2 overall pick. Obviously, like Mabry's not worth the number 2 overall pick. So I don't know if she ends up in Seattle. I don't know what that trade would kind of look like, but I could see one getting moved. That's why I think Washington's going to – they have to get ahead of everything. They need to trade Brittany Sykes before the Sun decide, okay, yeah, we don't need both of these girls. We need to trade one. So I do think Sellers would be a great fit in Chicago. I don't remember who I had them picking. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see here. Let's get finished up with these. Any Jade love for fantasy? Yep. I think if they trade Brittany Sykes, this team is going to be fun for DFS because they're going to play a lot of the young kids. And Jade would absolutely get some run. I think they're going to have a big rookie draft, and I think all those players are going to play some. We'll talk about who I have them picking here in just a minute. Yep, Emily Inksler. I love me some Inksler. I'm playing Mo Billings at 4K. I don't know if I can. Do it.
I mean, new team. She's gonna.
I don't know if I can do it.
She gonna do it.
All right, let's move over to this mock draft. Obviously, this is probably what everyone was waiting to see. The first one I've ever done was fun. Was a lot of fun. I did make one. I ended up moving Golden State from 5 to 4. I think they will make this move just to ensure that they get Dominique Malonga. I think this is who they want. They've proven that they want overseas talent. The only thing that could get in the way is the Mystics, because they're
They got so
also
many picks.
going into a rebuild, and they have the picks. They don't have to make this move. I think it's just one spot. They would be going from 5 to 4. But will Malonga go to Washington? I mean, yeah, she might sit a year because she's only 19, and they have Shakira. But I think Golden State's going to figure out a way to get her at 4. Obviously, I have Paige going 1, Miles 2. I have Sonya going 3. I love this landing spot for her with the Mystics. Malonga 4 in a trade. Then I have the Mystics taking Kiki and Georgia More. That's my sneaky pick there with Georgia. She's been playing really well. Anissa Moro landing with the Liberty at 7. Yakti, I think that's how you say her name. She is Slovenia, I believe, and she's extremely talented. I think Connecticut will take a stash player here. They have no reason to draft somebody that they want to play right away. That would leave Azzy if she enters the draft, landing here in Las Vegas, which would be a godsend for them. Then I have Serena Sundell. I do think this could be Cheyenne Sellers. I went back and forth on these two, so could see them taking Sellers. Will pretty much depend how the rest of the season goes for those two. I think that's kind of where they'll run there. And then I have Sivka going to Minnesota just because I think she's from Lithuania. I may have them backwards. She might be from Slovenia, and Yakti might be from Lithuania. But Sivka, another stash player, fits what Minnesota is going to do. And then Sellers, I do think it's going to be Sundell and Sellers there at like 10-12 range. Have you been doing any research on this, though?
Nope. I told you guys, I do not watch college ball. And I'm going to be very honest. I don't watch it until March Madness just because it drives me crazy trying to watch some. It really just, it pisses me off sometimes. But no, I pay attention to the highlights. And then, of course, when the actual draft is coming, I'll go ahead and I'll start watching some of the highlights, some of the breakdown films and stuff on the players who actually know something about them going into the season. But yeah, no, so, I do not.
Yeah, Citron, I'm really, really high on Sonya. I think every year in college she's gotten better. She's a good defender, good 3-point shooter. It's tough. I mean, maybe she dips to 5 or 6. I just don't see a scenario where they risk not getting her just because they need like position to need. Like they have 3 and 4 and 6 already in the draft. So they know that the bigs are going to be there, Kiki, Anissa. I think of all these, I am the most confident in these top 3. I think Sonya is going to land at 3, unless Washington makes a crazy move. But I'm pretty high on Sonya. I don't know if the consensus is like I'm way high on her compared to others, but I would love to see her land in Washington. I really would. Moro could definitely go to the Sun.
They got more than enough picks to make that happen for you. I'm going to be very honest. And from some of the draft board stuff that I was reading and looking at before coming on here today, you have Amora going higher than a couple of the draft boards.
She's been my big deal with Georgia is last year I wouldn't have even put her on like a first round mock. She played really well with Virginia Tech, had a great tournament. This year transferred to Kentucky with the coach, and she's been playing extremely well. The deal is she's only 5'5". That's what's holding her back. Like she's extremely small. She doesn't play like she's 5'5" though. She plays a lot bigger. She can shoot the 3 ball. She's a great facilitator. Maybe 6 is rich, but with Washington, I think they're going to take a shot on her. It really just depends like how the rest of the season goes. Obviously, like mock draft 1, we'll have another one closer to draft time, but I think she's going to be a riser. I do think she's going to climb.
If Dana Evans can play in the WNBA, and I swear I feel like she's 5 foot, then Georgia will be fine. Yeah, 5'5".
And this Morrow going to the Sun, like if she falls to 8, or even if Connecticut trades up to get her, I could absolutely see that. Like she fits the mold on the players that they like to target. So I think if you can get Anissa Morrow any pick after 6, like you're getting a great value there. Sellers or Michaela Timpson for Chicago. Yep. I don't know. Like Sellers for me, I think she has more upside than Sundell. Sundell's just had a really good season. I think she's helped herself arguably the most of any of like the lesser tier guards from last season. Well, I guess you could have Georgia Morey in that as well. And then like Haley Van Lith, where does she end up? Is she an early second, mid second? I mean, she plays great 3-on-3 ball. She's
completely forgot that she was going to be in this draft.
It looks like Haley Van Lith, like the year with LSU, she just wasn't comfortable there. Like, I mean,
I don't think that she
was a great player at Louisville. Yep. Obviously, been great at TCU. So there's a lot of good guards in this draft, and maybe that hurts Georgia. Maybe that drops Georgia down. Maybe that drops Sundell down. And Sellers being a bigger guard, maybe that helps her. So there's a lot to unpack here. This is why I love doing these mocks. Like they're a lot of fun. There's so many different ways teams can go. You got like the Yachty pick, you got the Sivka picks, like those picks, and maybe they're second rounders. Like it really just depends if people think they can get them from overseas, like and bring them in. That's the big thing. Is if you're trying to win, like Minnesota, maybe you take a player like a Sellers if she's available, or a Haley Van Lith, someone that may be able to contribute a little bit for you right away. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Draft boards will go crazy after March Madness. Yep. And we saw it a lot last year because we saw a lot of rookies come in and play huge minutes. Like obviously Caitlin Clark played huge minutes. Rakia played big minutes. We had a bunch of players come in and play big minutes. That's one thing. I think the Wings are just going to have to like throw Paige into the fire, but I hope they're a little safe with her injury history. Juju's 27. She'll be in the 2027 draft.
That's it. They have to play 4 years, right?
Yeah. Or they have to play 4 years or be 22 before the draft.
That is one of the. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just stupid.
I can agree with this. I think Sellers is legit. She's legit. She's big and physical. Like I said, I wrestled with putting her at 10 and Sundell at 12. I ended up going Sundell, but it wouldn't shock me either way. Morey's tough. I really think she's going to climb boards. Shout out Haley. Yep. The Haley Van Lith fan club is 100% alive and well in the Discord. Let's see here. Yep. She just missed it. Aoki Lee just missed it. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but big girl from TCU. She's old. She's been in college for too long. What is Prince?
I know exactly who that one is. I know exactly who you're talking about.
She's got a lot of Kennedy Carter baggage.
Yes.
She's talented. She's very talented. I could see a team that maybe wants a player that can compete right away. Take a shot on her early second. She's definitely like a New York or a Aces or a team like that will trade up in the second to get her. Yeah. She comes. I hope they have a good locker room wherever she goes. That's all I'm gonna say with her. All right, let's let's pop over here and see what all else we can throw up here. Obviously, if I can get it to pop up. Anybody that doesn't know, I did sign on with Odd Chopper Tales for this upcoming season. Going to be on there all season long. WNBA. Going to be doing DraftKings player pools, FanDuel player pools, core plays, all that good stuff. Roster construction videos, DraftKings and FanDuel. Live before lock streams, exclusive for premium subs. I'll still be doing daily YouTube videos. I'll still be doing live streams on YouTube. They'll just be a little bit earlier. I'll have daily underdog draft rankings with slate notes, like game stacks, what I'm going to be targeting, exclusive Discord access. Obviously, 1 month, $25, $10 for a week. You can get all season for $100. Obviously, you get a little bit of a discount if you do get the full season. It's going to give you at least a month and a half, close to 2 months off if you're just paying month to month. And then it gets you for a full year. So off season, I can't lie, I don't do a lot in the off season. I kind of just kick it, but I do throw some MMA. I do throw some Call of Duty, some golf, some college.
You're gonna have to start providing that content, man. You gotta go. You
I
gotta
know,
go
one
ahead.
of these days. One
Get
of these
into
days.
the waters, bro. Get into the waters.
But if you guys want to join, obviously you don't have to right now, unless you want to do the full season. That's cool. But once the season starts, we're gonna be grinding. Like, I'm gonna live in my office room. I got a recliner in here, my TV. I got everything I need except a shower and a toilet. But I'm really looking forward to it. But we are going to give away 1 month. We'll just do that right now. We didn't have to talk about that. Let's add everybody in here. We don't need to add. I don't need to get demonetized, so we'll skip that. Let's see here. Zoe, can you let's go through here and see who is all posted in here. We got, Dev is good. He doesn't need anything, but we're going to put him in here. And if he wins, we're going to let him pick who he wants to give his free 1 month to. Damn, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Hey, give me name. Give me name so I can go through this quicker.
All right. So you got Barbershop Talk. I have no clue who this is.
Yeah, whoever wins is going to have to hit me up on Twitter or in Discord. Some of you guys, I don't know your names. Let's see.
Which TC. One is Dev? Is Dev Rusty Shackford?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you got
we got Luke.
Demon Nat.
Double T?
No. So it's Demon N at. Yeah, at. Literally.
All right.
You got TC already. I think that's gonna be.
I got Luke in there. Oh, Zoe wrote in here, so we got to put Zoe in here.
No, you ain't got. Okay.
Well, good talking in here. All right, let's see.
So I'll pick somebody. I'll pick somebody if it lands on.
Yeah. We'll put Zoe in here, and if he wins, he's gonna get to pick somebody. Let's see here. Any people? My man, I always appreciate you, Dev. Don't gamble. All right. Well, we'll let you pick somebody. I know you. All right. Let's do it. Let's see who's going to win. You can pick somebody. If you don't want it, or if you're already in, like, oh shoot, hold on, I didn't add you, Zoe.
Well, look, nope. Dev won.
All right, Dev won. Of course he did. All right, Dev.
The power is in your hands, man.
Yep, you get to pick. Get to pick who you want to give it to. Obviously, you can give it to whoever you want. Whenever that time comes, when the season's about to start, or if they want it when hopefully we get best ball. If they want the best ball, they can have it for then as well. But whoever you want gets 1 free month. I'm going. Oh, all right. So TC gets it. America's team.
America's team.
But the way it'll work is someone can sign up, like TC can sign up, and I'll shoot him $25 to cover it. So he'll get 1 month of free content. Once the season starts, we're gonna. I'm gonna be living in here. It's gonna be just awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, dude, it's definitely a grind.
This season's gonna be crazy. I've been talking to my DraftKings rep a little bit about Wnba. I think we're gonna get some 30K to first. I think we're gonna get some gas. I really do. I can't wait.
Really?
Yeah. They said it's not fully done yet, but in the works for bigger slates, like 4 or 5 game slates, especially if there's no NBA, there's nothing they're battling. They're going to try and push WNBA to the moon. Obviously, back here on Odd Chopper here, when the season starts, if you guys want to join, I'll have roster construction videos for DraftKings main slate, FanDuel main slate, and the featured showdown on DraftKings. So you're going to get 3 videos every day. You're going to get player pools, core plays, both sites. You're going to get underdog draft notes, like daily drafts every day. We crushed on underdog last year. It was insane. I'm literally going to live in my office this season. Like, this is where I'm going to live. The Diana Taurasi jersey, I think I'm going to bump EDD up. I got that jersey and the display case coming. I think I'm going to bump EDD up and put DT right here, right next to her best bud SDS.
Yeah.
Just so they can be together again. I mean, it was just meant to be. They needed to be together. But yeah, I'm super excited for this season. I know Zoe's going to be all in on this season with me. I always appreciate having you on for these things. It's like this gets me by to the next season. Like, this gets me, it keeps me going because
I'm telling you, man, you gotta get into the NBA waters. You gotta just want to jump into it.
I can't do it. I can't, because let me tell you something. This is my golf lineup. I almost drove my car off a bridge, like coming home today, because this is my golf lineup. So, about 5 holes in, I did the wave stack. I played the AM guys yesterday, then they played the PM today. So, there was a wave advantage for playing guys that started in the morning yesterday and playing the afternoon today. So I felt really good. 5 holes in the afternoon side, I thought I was going to be competing for all the money at the top. Then Lucas Glover falls apart. Then my man Manacero falls apart, and then they both like bring it back and think both are going to make the cut. Both miss the cut at the end. I get 4 or 6 through, probably just dead. So the wave of emotions I felt today, and then I got good old MMA coming tomorrow, and then NASCAR on Sunday. Like, it's going to be a disaster weekend. I can already feel it. I'm just dumping money.
No, yeah. So look, that right there already. As soon as you said MMA, yeah, no, I played that. I played that for the NBA All-Star break just to play something, and nope, I'm done. I am done. I can't. That is definitely the most. You have to play more than one line because you have to get everything perfect.
Now, I have had a lot of fun playing like 20 max and the $1 for MMA. It's been a lot of fun. You get exposure to a lot. I will say, if you guys are playing the UFC card tomorrow, you are some sickos. I'm 20 maxing. I'm a sicko. You guys should not play the slate tomorrow. It's bad.
Just let me know when my boy Patty's fighting, and I'll watch those fights. I watch those fights all the time. Patty, I don't care what anybody says. Patty's a good fighter. Like the dude does not give up typically. Like he's good. He's good in the ring. I like his grappling skills are up there, and I really do I like his personality, and he's gonna rise. He's gonna get up there.
Patty's fighting Michael Chandler in a couple months, I think.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, that's going to be a good fight.
So what's with the Atlanta Hawks jersey?
So, everyone probably doesn't understand or know this, but I have a bet with Easy going. And the bet pretty much was if my Thunder sweep the Hawks for the season, he has to get me a jersey. If the Hawks won 1 out of the 2 games that we played them, I had to get him a jersey. So just to mess with him, because I saw we was putting belt to ass in case he decided to watch the stream, I went ahead and I put on my Trae Young jersey.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Team Donate. That's what I've been doing here lately. I had a big, the opening weekend of golf, like the first weekend of the month, or first weekend of the year. The first golf tournament of the season. I hit for $500. I should have won 2K. Yeah, I nuked. I should have won 2K, and then I've donated every week after that. So pretty much give most of that money back, if not all of it. But yeah, MMA has been fun. Like it's super up and down. It's super inconsistent, but I do think if you're playing MMA, you should at least play like 5 lineups and get exposure to a lot of the slate. I like the 20 max, the $1 though. Personally, it's easy enough to get leverage on the field that way. Shoot me an MMA line. I'll let you know about it. It's gross. Do not play very much money tomorrow, please. I don't want people to lose money on that god awful card tomorrow.
Hey, look, I'm being honest, guys. Just hop into the NBA streets. I know. Hey, Cody, I'm trying to tell you right now, if me and you were to chop it up and just go over the NBA with your mindset, just like how, because me and you, we look for the value. We look for our stud that's going to typically go ahead and get us that 5X that we're looking for over there on DraftKings. And then we're going to find who is mispriced. That's what we've done. The exact strategies that we were using for WNBA, I sat back and I applied it for the NBA, and I've been having a killer of a season. Like legit. At least every other week, I'm getting up there into the top 1 through 10. So it's like
they're gonna get me to play NBA because they're the only damn sport that's offering WNBA opening night satellite tickets right now. Nobody else is. Nothing.
That's the sign.
See, I'm probably gonna play some MLB once the season rolls around because they'll put the satellites in there. Like they won't put them in golf. They won't put them in the stuff that I want to play. Like I don't have the time to sit down and at the NBA. There's so many teams. The rotations are crazy. Like
it's the same thing like for the WNBA. If a bench player isn't playing 20 minutes, I ain't worried about them.
There are doubles. There's too many teams. I can't do it.
Okay. Well, tomorrow's slate, I think, is like a 5-gamer, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look real quick. Tomorrow's slate, if it starts at 6.
This is what I would do. This is what I would do if I played NBA. I would just donate. I mean, I do that for golf anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean,
you would be surprised. Look, I am a true degenerate because I'm really trying to tell you to play.
You're trying to get me to play NBA. I played it a few years ago, but I don't know. Like the past couple of years, obviously I live in Oklahoma. Obviously, I'm a Thunder fan. I've been a Thunder fan since they come to Oklahoma City. I had my heart ripped out when KD left. They brought it all the way back. Obviously, I want to see them win. I do watch some of their games. I don't enjoy the NBA anymore.
Well, let me ask you, why don't you enjoy the NBA? I know this is a WNBA stream, but why don't you enjoy the NBA? I want to see on this.
For me, I think the WNBA is more exciting. For me, when I watch basketball, obviously WNBA athletes. Like there's a different type of athlete when you're looking at NBA to WNBA. But for me, like the basketball purist in me, I think the WNBA plays more of that. I think the NBA, it's just like a glorified scrimmage.
What?
That's
how I think college is.
Now, I do watch NBA in the postseason because they do tighten up a little bit. But for me, like when I watch the NBA, it's like nobody's trying to play defense. Wow. That's me. That's just me. Maybe I'm watching the worst teams. Maybe I'm watching the teams that I don't need to watch.
You got to be watching something horrible because that's crazy. A glorified scrimmage.
This is it right here. I'm more attached to WNBA players. I feel the exact same way.
Wow.
Yep. Like I love college basketball. I love men's college basketball. I love women's college basketball. Like that's another reason why I don't play NBA. Like why would I play NBA DFS and spend my time learning all this stuff? Like spend all my time doing that when I can just watch men's college basketball or women's college basketball. The game is just, it's so much better to me in college. And the only way it gets better is like with the W, because those players know there's only a certain amount of spots available. There's not 30 teams that, like, if I don't make this team, there's 15 other teams that might take a chance on me. In the W, I mean, there's 13 teams. There'll be 14 next year, then 15 the year after that. But I mean, there's only so many teams out there.
True.
Oh yeah, of course I do brackets. Come on now. I used to enter like true degenerate levels of March Madness brackets. Like I used to pay way too much money for that. But I don't do that anymore. I'm not that much of a degen, but I definitely dabble in the brackets for sure.
He's lying, y'all. He still does it.
No. I used to do like $1,000.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. No, you was deep in them streets.
Yeah. It used to be crazy. And each round the points would double. So 1, 2, 4, 8, and like. So if you got the winner, you pretty much won. It was a lot of fun. But I don't do that anymore. Now it's like $25 to $50. I would rather save all my money for WNBA. Like my DraftKings account, I should pull up my DraftKings. You guys could see like I leave like $150, $200 in there. I don't even leave that much money in my DraftKings account anymore. Now WNBA season rolls around, there'll be
let that train build up.
There'll be a K or like 1,500 in there just because like I don't mess with it because I know I'm going to be playing every day. Like for right now, the stuff I play a golf lineup, I play MMA lineup, and then now that NASCAR's kicked off, like those are the 3 that I play every, like I enter a single entry for each of them every week. Or MMA, I do $21 lineups, but I don't play that much. And then I guess when MLB rolls around, hopefully they'll do some WNBA stats that I can play that. No, you should not be proud of me. That was when I did not have a life or any cares about just wasting money. I never won, which is unfortunate. I got like second. I got second once, and then I think fourth twice. And I did it for 5 years. It was a terrible idea. I used to be in crazy high dollar fantasy football leagues too. It was not good. Yeah. I focus all my craft on WNBA. I'll still do some brackets. I may do something in like the Discord, let everyone have fun. Maybe do like $5 or $10 and see how many people want to play. But it's fun, like just to have fun. When you're betting $5, $6, $7, $1,000 on a bracket, it's not fun anymore. Like I didn't have fun when those were going on. Like that's probably why I have high blood pressure. Just because like Duke would always cost me every year.
Yeah, no, you don't bet on Duke.
You do this year.
Well, I mean, Cooper Flag is the truth.
He's legit.
The truth.
He is legit. All right. Tell them where they can find you, Zoe, if they don't know.
If you guys are looking for, of course, if you want to join me in the NBA streets, you can check me out on YouTube at No Days Off DFS. That's where you can find me. And then also same handle over on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, No Days Off DFS. I will say I am more active on YouTube than I am on X just because I do not like that site. I am more active on YouTube though.
You heard the man. Hop over there. Hit a subscribe button. We need to stream on your channel, dude. We always stream on my channel.
Well, since you are gonna be going with Odd Shopper, definitely
hey,
we can probably do a couple of shows on mine.
I'm down. Like if you want to do a couple streams a week on your channel, I just have to have it done like 30 minutes before lock, but I'm more than happy to hop on your channel. Because last year we didn't do any on your channel. We were only on mine. Like,
yeah, no,
we gotta throw some love your way.
Well, for me, I got to make sure that schedule is clear. I got lucky. I got lucky tonight. I got lucky tonight.
I got you. It was a ton of fun. I'm glad we had some disagreements on the power rankings. I do think there's a lot left to be like set in stone. I do think Minnesota could very well be the number one team. Like I mentioned, it wouldn't shock me if people have them at 1. And if he's Colliers,
Fee MVP. Just go ahead and make the shirt now. MVP. Just go ahead, Dev. There you go, Dev. That's a t-shirt design right there, bro. Yep. MVP. Go ahead and make it.
Let's see if they still have that. They just have WNBA championship winner up. I did make a future on the good old Seattle Storm at plus 7K.
Ooh, for them to make the playoffs or for them to actually like win it all?
For them to win.
Oh shit.
They have the 9th best odds.
Hold on.
Was an absolute easy bet. Was the easiest bet of my life last weekend.
Man, hold up.
DraftKings Sportsbook plus 7,000. Put it into perspective. The Atlanta Dream are plus 5,000.
What?
The LA Sparks plus 5,000. The Chicago Sky plus 6,000.
Yeah, I would have made that bet too. Damn.
Yep. And another great bet, Minnesota Lynx plus 370, third best odds. I bet it too.
You know what? Let me go ahead and pull up my sportsbook real quick.
Yep. I bet I did get fee MVP at plus 300, I believe. Maybe it was 275. But got it at plus 300. She had the third best odds. I think she's the best player in the world right now. Just the way she's playing. Obviously, Asia Wilson will have something to say about that. She's incredible as well.
Dude, the Seattle Storm are now plus 8,000.
What?
Yes.
Did Skylar Diggins-Smith retire? Did NECA retire? What's going on?
I don't know, but they are plus 8,000.
Yeah, I would be getting some dabbling in on that one.
How the hell are the Atlanta Dream plus 5,000? What the hell? And the Sparks? Yeah, y'all tripping.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh, they got player averages up too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got player averages up.
What book?
DraftKings.
What? I didn't see that.
Oh, wait. Angel Reese, rebounds per game, 13.5.
That's a lot of rebounds.
Hey, I mean, okay, wait. This one, I mean, this is just off the rip. Who's gonna take the ball out of Sabrina's hands where she probably won't average over 6.5 assists?
6.5 is what they set the line at.
Sabrina
She's
assists
gonna
per
play the
game
point.
2025, 6.5.
She's gonna play the point.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, no. If you guys do have DraftKings Sportsbook, Caitlin Clark, 9.4 is her assist per game that they have her set at right now. 9.4.
What's the number?
It's everything's set to -110. Yeah, everything is at -110. But they got Caitlin Clark 9.4.
That's so bad.
What did she average last season? Because I know that it was definitely
8.8.
Let me see, because this is, I don't know how you don't, how like with what she has now, she's not going to have to actually score like that. Like what? Yeah, she averaged 8.4 assists.
8.4 last season, and they surrounded her with killers.
They have her at 9.4. I do definitely, I believe
they're literally just giving money away.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Kansas next weekend, and
wait. You want to hear this one? Guess what they got slewed at?
Oh no, probably like 5.5.
5 flat.
What?
They got slewed at 5.
Oh wow. Yeah, I got to look at all these because I'm gonna have to make a list because I'm gonna be hammering some players. Those of you that have already bought the full season package, you'll be getting some plays in the Discord over the next 24 hours because I'm going to be making them.
There's definitely some futures to be made. I'm about to look at this list myself too when we get off of here because this is wild. Brittany, well, I don't think Brittany Griner. They got Brittany Griner rebound set at 6.8.
Yeah, she ain't never rebounded. All right, I think we're gonna hop off here. Me and Zoe might chat a bit on some of these props, but it was fun. I always appreciate Zoe hopping on, being on the show. It makes it a lot easier on me. I don't have to talk the whole time. But it was fun. We'll definitely get back together again before the season starts. 100%. Maybe before the draft. We'll figure something out. But I'll probably do another giveaway. Definitely Rusty gave it to TC. So get in contact with me and we'll make sure you get your free month premium content. Congrats. Be sure to thank Dev in the Discord. Obviously, these graphics are all because of him. The channel pretty much is saved because of Dev. All my graphics, all the logos, pretty much everything. I would not be able to do any of this. So always thanks to Dev. But we'll see you guys later. It was a lot of fun. Went on for an hour and a half. So pretty good stream. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.